Hey everybody, it's the Earth 1999 coming back at you in another video. In today's video, we are returning to the game Learn to Fly. Last time we talked about the Barbarian, made it up through the first 21 days, and now we're going to be talking about the Bard class. It's a pretty fun class. Yep. For those of you who listen to my podcast, or at least the specialty episode, the English and the Elvish, you heard Jake Actor. He's a bard that my friend Jake played, appropriately enough. So he was actually a pretty custom build. I let him have a 20 in intelligence and charisma, then a 12 to dexterity, an 8 to strength, and a 10 to everything else. In hindsight, the other stats probably should have been lower, but it was still a ton of fun to play with. Along the way, he ended up getting the Sword of the Smiley Face. That was a pretty cool weapon because he used his charisma stat instead of his strength. Yeah, because bards, they're all about being highly charismatic. That's their active skill. Primarily, a bard is a magic user that uses music to promote the strength and well-being of his or her party. So, they've got some very cool features like they have Song of Rest that during a short rest lets you increase how many dice you're willing to heal by. That's very useful. They have a very large variety of spells. I mean, not quite as many as wizards, but they're still pretty good. They're like musical wizards, I guess you could think of them as. Let's see now. For their various subclasses, there's out of the core rulebook, you've got the College of Lore and the College of Valor. Oh, cool. It's got 2 medals, Duration and Traveler. I wonder if this penguin would be a bard. Probably not. Yep. By the way, there's some challenges here that we can check out. Duration, distance, all that. But yeah. What's interesting about bards is that they are very much the generalists of D&D. They're very good at a lot of things. They have an actual feature pretty early on called Jack of all trades, which lets them add half of their proficiency bonus to any skill check. So yeah, if you're ever in a situation where no one is the specialist, you send the bard to go do it. Yeah, so, bards, they are loud, they are generalists, and they're all about promoting the party as a whole, which kind of makes them the opposite of rogues, which are quiet specialists who kind of build up their own personal power. It's not to say that rogues can't be good party members, just where the niches that they fill. Yeah, bard and a rogue in the same party, or as the same character. Imagine like multiclassing bard and rogue, and you're play something really loud like bagpipes. I don't know, it'd be funny. Yeah, as for multi-classing opportunities, Bard, they're already the generalists, so they could complement a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, as for what they would go best with, don't think I have a specific one. I mean, you could combine them with other spellcasters, like the sorcerers, to mix and match their meta magic features. Sorcerers also have the advantage of also being charisma-based. I never understood why sorcerers were charisma-based. I feel like their magic should be wisdom-based, because it's about being in tune with nature for pretty much all of them. Yeah. Cleric Bard? Yeah, because to me, bards and clerics, as well as druids, they fall into kind of that support magic user category. Because there's you've got your mages, which are like wizards, warlocks, and sorcerers, support magic, which is bards, clerics, and druids. Heavy hitters, which are barbarians, fighters, and paladins. Then agile warriors, which are monks, ragers, and rogues. Yeah, that's all pretty fun. Yeah. As for the various subclasses, the College of Lore, they're about having like a large variety of knowledge. Like they had the additional magical secrets feature pretty early on, which lets them get cantrips from any other spell list, which actually normally you want to get that to level 10, but lore bards can also get it at level 6. What's interesting about that is that means that they can basically can have, if they so choose, thaumaturgy, prestidigitation, and druidcraft, which are kind of like a trio of cantrips that do very similar things, but one's based on arcane magic, one's based on divine magic, and one's based on nature magic. Yep. Yep, College of Valor. They're about sort of studying what other great warriors did and using that as inspiration in their fights, and to help inspire their party. They get the extra attack feature and various types of battle magic. Yeah, I guess that's kind of like the war domain from Cleric. And then from Xanathar's Guide, there's the College of Swords. That makes them a bit like fighters. Yep, they also get extra attack from that. Yep, College of Glamour. It's all about, I guess being out there and fancy. That was actually what Jake Actor chose, College of Glamour. Yep. And then College of Whispers. Haven't had too much of a chance to look into that. I think those are almost like, the rogues of the Bard world, being very secretive and dark. Yeah, don't have as much to say on Bards as I did for Barbarians. What else could I talk about? Okay, what kind of other characters fit into Bard musical magic? Oh, there's Marceline, the Vampire Queen. Or, musical magic. That was very much a thing for her. Oh, there was that one woman from season 4 of The Flash, whose violin was their weapon. Don't completely remember her name. Oh yeah, Plunge Through the Mountain. Yeah, she'd be a bard. Note to self, do a Flash homebrew video sometime. Yeah. Yeah. There's the entertainer background. That one fits pretty easily with Bard, but yeah. Fortunately, I don't have any specific exploits that I can think of with Bard like I did with the Barbarian. But yeah, they've got a lot that they can do. I feel like they don't get as much appreciation, Oh, cool. Just got Penguin Zeused. Yeah, that's the thing in this game where you just get thrown up into the air once per playthrough once you land on the ground. I feel like with bards, pianos would just innately be +1 or maybe even +2 instruments because it's not exactly like you could carry that thing through a dungeon, and it's a large, powerful instrument. But a friend of mine told me once that was playing in a campaign, and they got a piano on wheels and they pushed it up against a castle and used it as a siege weapon. Pretty awesome. Summoning great balls of fire down on the earth. Yeah. Oh yeah, and so is the Pied Piper. He'd certainly be a bard. Probably have the command beast and speak with animal spells, as well as Gaias and stuff like that. Yeah. Penguin, let's go. Ah man, not enough force that time. Yep. Yeah, for some various bard spells, I mean, there's dissonant whispers where you basically just, shout psychic insults to someone to hurt their feelings. It's kind of funny with a direct spell. Okay, $2,100. Check out the bonus shop. Oh yeah, this is where you can spend your bonus points. Haha, we shall defy gravity together. And use this phoenix tail. Yep, reduce my drag. Yeah, vicious mockery. You just make fun of someone, hurt their feelings. D&D spell. They also have a couple of healing spells, like cure wounds and stuff, healing word. Yeah, they're like some kind of musical cross between bards and wizards. I mean, sorry, not bards and wizards, clerics and wizards. They are bards. Oh, right, Thunderwave. That reminds me of a story. So, I think I've already told this one before, but on one of my videos, but I was DMing for this group, and they found a magic item that contained a free use of the Fireball spell, and the bard was holding on to it, and one point, the rogue, he was kind of getting on everyone's nerves, and so when they finally came across the big bad of the adventure, they were trying to talk him down so that way they could have an easier time fighting him. The bard decided that he was going to steal his magic staff. He failed his sleight of hand check and got caught. So, since the whole mission had just gone sideways anyway, the bard threw that fireball at them, severely damaged the bad guy wizard, and killed the rogue instantly. But that wasn't the only time that his actions hit a fellow party member, because then in that same encounter, he used Thunderwave without, making sure that he was out of everyone's way in the cave, and knocked out the barbarian. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was trying to get the rogue earlier, but because the rest of the party had agreed that they were wanting to kill him off. But yep, same guy then proceeds to knock out the barbarian with a Thunderwave. He was fine though. Oh, and as for that rogue, I let him continue playing as a ghost, and he was fine with the whole thing. You see, the thing is that he roleplayed his character a little bit too well, so the other characters didn't particularly care for him. Yeah. And I tried telling him that he really shouldn't steal from the party, and they said that as well, but he wouldn't listen, so. And also the bard, his background was as a investigator for the town guard. He was like a policeman, so he really had little patience for having a thief on his team. I think he also confiscated his thieves' tools because he didn't trust him with them. Bards. Yep. And Jake Actor was also on that team, so we had 2 bards. Yep. Okay. Yep, it's gonna cost 5,000. And do I have any other bard stories? Not really. None really of notes. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap this up soon. Yep, this penguin's definitely not a bard. He's not musical. Well, this game does have a fun soundtrack. See, I feel like I'm missing a really obvious example from pop culture or something of a bard. Oh! There was, in Danny Phantom, there was that one musical ghost that used her guitar as like a brainwashing weapon. She would definitely be a bard. Just a ghost race type. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go one more round. So yeah, I think this one's a bit shorter than the last one, but not as much to say. Yeah, but still, I like bards. They're cool. Barding. What do you think about it? Bards kind of like alchemists, because, they take the raw notes and put them together, and they balance their music. Yeah. The art of deconstructing and reconstructing sounds. It's not an all-powerful art. Okay, that's enough for now. Guess I'll see you guys later. I've been the Aries1999. My primary channel is D&D based, where I take different, for the most part, it's homebrew, and what that means is that I'll take different media and concepts and try to put them into the core rules of D&D. Occasionally I'll do other things, like I've got a show called Breaking the Game, where I take some concept or stat in the game and figure out how to absolutely maximize it, like highest possible running speed or most number of languages that a player can know. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day, and God bless.